fighting with black kids is tough. I don't know if you ever fought a bunch of black dudes, but they win.
Silly Billy for really.
They win, dude. Dude, I got jumped one time after a football game by 5 black dudes. I don't know if you ever fought 5 black dudes at night. Just imagine you're fighting 5 black dudes, right? Now close your eyes. Now how many black dudes are you fighting? As many as your imagination can hold.
I think I would love to be Mexican. I don't know if I would love to be...
You would love to be Mexican?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It just seems like not like incarceration. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go deep, you know? I'm trying to go like kind of safe Mexican, you know?
Safe Mexican.
Yeah.
Which is?
Like kind of, I would say kind of near where the Dodgers play, I guess, somewhere. You know
like
what I'm
Echo
saying?
Park?
Yeah.
You check any Native American's car, you always find gin and femurs or something. You know, they keep the dead with them a lot of times. I unfortunately almost knocked this young lady up that was from South Dakota. And she lived on a reservation, and she like threatened to have the baby.
Oh, damn. How old were you?
37 this year. It was this year. And she wouldn't even be cool. She threatened to have the baby, dude, and I just met her at a motel. And she threatened to have a baby, man. And so that's...
Wait, how'd you meet?
I met her on Snapchat.
You did?
Yeah, and then I met her in person in a motel only hours later.
Wow.
And
it went down like that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And it was definitely... So I don't recommend that kind of stuff. I don't recommend making love to people off of Snapchat.
This South Dakota?
Dude, this was in a different city. She was out of their whatever
How'd you talk her out of it? How'd you talk her out of it?
She came out. She just said immediately, she's like, if I have this baby, I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm having it.
What?
And I was like, Jesus Christ.
What did that make? Were you like, do you have a panic attack, man?
Well, part of I had a ton of things. Let me think about what I had. Anyway, his kids, he made them stay in the yard, right? And he had an electric fence on their yard. And they were Pentecostals. And one of the girls let me touch her breast through that fucking fence, dude.
Oh.
And she wore a mother's nightgown, I remember. She wore like an adult woman.
Wait a minute, I missed a connection. Who is she to the Elvis?
Daughter.
Okay. And how old were you?
I was probably 10 or maybe 11.
And she was what?
I don't know, 40. I don't know. I mean, in my mind, she was
right. She was
an adult. She had a little. It wasn't even a tit,
anyone
really.
with tits was.
And it wasn't even a tit.
Old.
It was like a kid's breast. I mean, it was not a kid's breast.
It was swell.
Yes.
Well, you were a kid. You can't be a child molester when you're a child.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because at some point, it's almost like you're holding a bag of someone and they're inside of it. That's what I don't like whenever...
Someone's old?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, though, kind of?
No, but I keep going.
Next time you hug somebody that's old, grip them in the back with both your hands like that.
Okay. And
they're going to...
really?
Hold on. And they're going to try to get away a little, right? And that's nature. That's human nature.
Because they'll feel the grip?
Yeah, it just is a human nature. When somebody grabs you from your back, you want to... it's an
Pull
escape
away.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
nature, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to feel that, and you're still going to kind of... It's almost going to feel like you put somebody in a sleeping bag and held onto the bag, and they try to run off.
And that's how you feel like sex with older women is like.
Yeah, because there's...
Okay.
I hate to say that.
We didn't have a lot of Asians, man. We had there was a rumor of an Asian when I was first.
What was his name?
I'm not sure.
What was the rumor? What was the rumor?
The rumor was, and I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before. They had a rumor that there was an Asian kid, right? And this is after, because we got a Latino kid. We got a Latino kid.
Yeah.
Named,
Not a family, just one kid.
Congratulations.
One guy. Nicholas was his name, and he had a little bit of light facial hair.
Nicholas,
Everybody was fired up about that. Fired. There was a lot of rumors and stuff going around about that.
Yeah.
Because people had never seen that on children. You know, it was like,
Would be light hair on the face?
yeah, like this.
Yeah.
People were like, he's trying to grow a sideburn on his chin.
Yeah. So anyway, so the rumor of the Asian though, you heard a rumor.
Yeah, they had a rumor that there was an Asian boy in Slidell, Louisiana, which was probably about 17 miles away. And so we had to get over there.
Yeah.
You know, we were fired up, and we thought about it for a couple of weeks, and then we started. Me and two of my buddies cut grass. Man, this kid Danny, who was a good friend of mine, and he had he had a couple of different deficiencies, but he's doing okay now. You know, and he we raised up some money, saved up some money over about 2 months. And then we called a taxi over there. Yeah. And we went to this place where they were supposed to have, you know, this Asian boy, Chet. I want to say the name was Chet. I'm trying to think. I'll have to text somebody.
Probably Chang.
Does that sound?
Chang.
Cha-chang.
Yeah. So Chet.
Chet, I think.
Right.
Does that sound?
Do you ever see him?
Does that sound
I
possible?
no, it doesn't sound.
It
doesn't sound plausible.
It does. It does.
It doesn't sound plausible because I've never met an Asian guy named Chet.
Yeah, there are in Southeast Asia.
There you go.
It's either I think it's either Thai or
Oh well, then you're
Chetmate, bruh. Chetmate.
The rumor.
So we got there and he wasn't there. It was a.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't. He wasn't there.
The name is from the city of Chester, England.
So probably no.
Probably no.
Yeah.
And we went there and it was just like a laundromat. Somebody had opened up like a new laundromat or like a cleaning, like a
Right.
clothiers.
But there was no. Was it the Asian run laundromat?
I don't know. That could have been maybe somehow that got diffused by the time it got to us. You know. After that, I mean, I guess I kind of gave up on it after the
Chet.
After the no-show of Chet. Yeah. But that's an old-fashioned jerking off when you used to let your balls hit your hand. That's a straight up. That's a Confederate soldier jerking off. That's the
Old-fashioned jerking off.
The new thing is just shaft only. Nobody's fucking with their balls anymore. You know. Dude, when I was growing up, we couldn't even get porn. We had to get this dude Nick on Friday would draw us a picture of some pussy, you know, a little bit of crotch for the weekend. $4 to this dude Nick.
$4 for drawings?
Bro, you'd pay $8. And he had a nice fucking thing, bro. And you would fold that thing up, bro. You could feel it heating in your butt pocket the whole way on the bus. Sometimes you'd even
Was that good? The pictures were that good?
He was so
you would
good.
jerk off to this guy's drawings?
Oh, everybody would. He must have made probably $60 on a Friday. And this was in 1995, you know?
That was $60, like $160 today.
Oh, yeah. Think about that.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, and we'd come back on Monday and people would have like these fucking busted ass looking all sketches, rain on them. People was like, oh, this one got rain on it. Like, bro, that's some that rain has your fucking kids in it. You're lying about that.
What percentage do you think of the internet is dedicated to porn? All internet traffic.
Everything.
But
bro, I can't go on anything. I looked at a chair the other day.
35%. 35% of the internet traffic is porn. That's what I want to say. What do you want to say?
Yep, I would say that.
If you had a guess.
Ooh, that's high, I think.
Think it's high?
Well, it's easy for. I'm going to go 30 because I'm going to play that undercard. And I'm going to say that 25% of that is butt pornography. People looking inside of each other's butts.
I remember the first time we had a conversation, you were talking to somebody about being a kid and playing gay chicken.
Oh, yeah. You know, when I was young, we used to play this game called Gay Chicken, they called it. I didn't name the game, but I was, you know, the game existed and then I existed.
Was it your uncle? Was it a neighbor?
Well, the game was you and a buddy, you'd grab each other's wiener.
Right.
Penis, they called it.
In those days.
Some of you guys call it penis. But, you'd grab it, and the first person to get an erection lost the game.
Right.
So it's like arm wrestling for
It's the stupidest fucking game.
No, it's not.
No.
Simple.
I mean, it is.
Did you win? Did you ever win, or did you lose? Did you lose a lot, or did you win a lot?
Oh, I did real well one season.
What is the gay chicken season? What does that go from?
It's more of a win. I would say it's an autumn game.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of.
Well, that's so. I think I can see it now. All the leaves changing colors, and just the two of you. What do you play with neighbors or the teams?
No,
or?
you just got. I mean, we only had about 7 guys that played in our little bracket or whatever, but they had.
You know what's weird? You know what's interesting? You have 7 guys in your bracket, yet it's a 2-man game. Yeah. And so there's an odd number.
Oh yeah.
Does it have to be 2-man? Can't you like do it in a circle?
Oh come on, lady.
No.
Do you go on OnlyFans at all?
No, I logged on one night and then I logged off. You know, I'm trying to stay off of masturbation, stay off of touching my own wiener.
Really?
Yeah, I don't need to do it. I'm doing cool. You know, I feel better when I don't do it.
How many girls have started to make a living off of OnlyFans now that would just normally have a job and never get paid the same amount of money.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we're not seeing that many hot chicks working at Chipotle, I think.
Is that what it is?
It
They go OnlyFans.
I think it's definitely.
But how they get an audience? Like just because you're hot and you show your asshole?
They bait through their Instagram, yeah. Dude, you know, no
that's
two
it, right?
assholes are the same. Is that true?
I'm sure it's like a fingerprint.
That's crazy.
They're gonna use that from now on to get into the bank. It's like your retina scan. Yeah. I mean, if you really think about how many girls are making like stupendous amounts of money on OnlyFans.
Oh, it's baffling. But do you also think, Joe, that
whoa, OnlyFans is over 1 million creators. So well, let's imagine that's worldwide. Up from 70,000 in 2019. So all those people jumped on board during the pandemic. That makes sense.
This is my question then. Do you think it's going to get to a point, right, where if we start losing jobs, right, and there's less jobs and more people are on like OnlyFans, right, that you're basically going to have chicks out there, like literally women holding each other at gunpoint, like, you know, subscribe to my pussy, stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what you're saying.
You know, help, Jamie, can you pull up some help?
Pull up some help.
I need some help, man. Like, it's all just digital. It's all online. And it's just like people just like, subscribe to me now, you know, like literally at gunpoint. Like that's how bad it's going to get.
I don't think that's going to happen, but I think there's going to be a lot of people that are doing that to make a living. The problem is, where's the money coming from? Is it going to be subscribers paying other subscribers? Is it going to be like a hierarchy, like someone who makes like $1 million a month paying someone who makes $100,000 a month, who pays someone who makes $10,000 a month? Is it going to be a pyramid scheme for pussy?
Yeah. I'd almost buy a fake pussy somewhere and put it out there.
I don't think that's good enough. I think you have to have the whole body attached to it. Like, what do most girls on OnlyFans do? Do they show like bikini pictures? Like, what are they doing? Showing feet?
There's bikini pictures. I know that there's like meetups where like manager companies like have them all go to like a location together, like at the beach, and then they do like, you know, tit touching and like you know,
they get together
smelling each other's crotch, you know, like stuff.
Oh, and so that gets everybody excited, and then they get more like. So they have managers.
Stuff animals do, like stuff animals do before their owner pulls them away real quick.
I heard that a lot of these girls, when they're interacting with people online, they're not really doing it. That they hire a company, and then someone writes these letters. Because like if you feel like you're going to respond to people and text them, like how many of them are you going to do this to? Like how many can you? How many days? I mean, how much hours in the day do you have? And if people don't know how many you're responding to or who's doing it, like if you have, like, say if you have 1 million subscribers on OnlyFans and you get 100,000 messages a month.
Yeah, you got to have somebody helping you.
Maybe they just have a person, like a service, who writes like sexy things, like "Thank you, sweetie," heart,
yeah,
kiss, blowing kiss, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you're so sweet, thank you. And there's a fat guy writing those things. You know?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to do my own surgeries, you know?
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
People have.
Oh, dude, I got coked
dudes.
up with this girl one time and let her try to cut something out of my hip. And she said she could do like
surgery.
Small surgeries, I guess.
She's like, I could take your appendix out, basic shit. Yeah.
She was out of her fucking mind.
Of course she was. Anyone that agreed. So did she cut you?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Cut into this thing on my hip, yeah. It's actually scarred up pretty bad. I'll show you it. Just
tell.
It's not crazy, but now it's gotten in.
Oh, shit.
But
it looks like a cyst.
Oh,
is it?
Oh, I don't know.
You're not going to ask a real doctor?
Yeah. Dude, and cocaine. Oh, go back to that vest story, man. So here's what happened. So I would do some cocaine at 1,000, put on these different vests.
How many did you buy again?
I don't know. I spent too much on them, but I would probably say the priciest one I had was probably about $210. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I would get fucked up and put these vests on and put on sunglasses and no like Buffalo Bill shit, but at least partying by myself, you know? And one time I was making a smoothie, you know, because I got like a new, I don't know what kind of blender it is, but it was pretty nice. And I was making like a nice smoothie and I'm fucking coked up, I'm partying, you know, I'm living high on the hog. Got these 2 vests on maybe, right? And I thought I heard something outside, right? Which is kind of weird to even think of when you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going, 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him like, hey, man.
2:30 in the morning? I got locked out, and the blender's on, son. Oh my God, he must have hated you.
Oh, the blender shorts out and smoke happens. The fire alarm starts going off in the building right as I'm at his door knocking, right?
Oh my God.
So now he's pissed and he's like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to say. I told him that I was throwing a late Christmas party, dude. It was fucking end of January.
How old were you at the time?
Huh? Oh, this is 2.5 years ago. So I was 30. I was 35. Bro, so he comes back to my apartment, right? He's fucking pissed. He unlocks the door. There's nobody in there. Oh, so Billy Conforto. Remember you talked about him. Rip Billy Conforto, right?
Yes, he died in the embankment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was a buddy of mine when I was young. You know, he was, I told you a little bit. He was a bus boy. Basically,
The pride of, what is it, Lucerne?
from Laplace.
Laplace.
Yeah. He was a fighter. He's one of America's first homosexual not firefighters, fist fighters.
What?
Yeah. So he could beat anybody's ass, dude. And then
What do you
also,
mean? He was a fight in the he was a professional fighter?
he was semi-pro, I think. Like he beat people up like in the area.
But you're saying he was the first homosexual fist fighter?
By far. Name one.
Billy. That's Billy. Yeah. No,
Name
you're
an
right.
openly gay dude who beat somebody's ass, bro.
No. There's
Yeah,
Crazy
Chatty would be the
bitch.
first, man. I think about that kind of stuff. Like if a plane crashed, I already know I'm planned ahead, dude. I'd eat a Vietnamese guy.
Why?
Because that's easy. It's a starter move. If you attack somebody bigger, if you eat somebody bigger in front of other people, it's going to alarm people. But you
You got to eat a small person, so stature is important.
I think if you gum down a Viet, people aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the
you know?
Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No, they're
Somebody's
okay.
dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person will let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
I think,
Like their relatives. You don't think so? Honestly.
Well, one thing, no, I don't think so. I definitely think they'd be super pissed at you, especially modernized ones. But what is interesting is like Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A, man, honestly. Well, Asian people in general are just much more forgiving and understanding, it seems like. I feel like. I think. I mean, I don't have much.
I think that's a giant generalization.
It probably is, you know. I mean, I did a fast for like 4 days, and then I was at the Best Buy, and I remember this Vietnamese guy was trying to help me out, and I couldn't even hear him. I was so hungry, and I couldn't.
You did a fast for 4 days?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What were you trying to prove?
I don't know, man. I was probably just dealing with some stuff, and I was just trying to find a different way to handle it, you know?
Right.
And then I remember this Vietnamese guy, and I remember thinking if everybody turned the other way for a second, I could eat this young fella, you know? Ben. His name was Ben, actually, over there in Westwood. But I'd never thought.
Oh my God, that's so ridiculous.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing: I'd never thought that before.
So you only thought you got to the verge of cannibalism after just 4 days?
Yeah,
Damn. How much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 4 pounds, but pounds I needed too. You
Wow.
know? But I got clear, man. I could hear. Swear to God, y'all could hear somebody fold a piece of bread from 80 feet away, bro. I was so hungry, dude. I could hear a fucking skittle hit the cement across the street. I really could. Well, you know, bees are dying too.
Yeah.
Bees are dying from the heat.
Is it the heat?
Yep, they're evaporating, they ejaculate, and their whole body blows up.
Is that real?
Bring it up, Jamie. I'm going to fucking do something in here today.
Look at this. At temperatures over 107 degrees Fahrenheit, it is estimated that half of male honeybees will die in this manner within 6 hours. With more sensitive individuals dying after only 2 or 3 hours.
The headline is the manner there.
Oh, bees ejaculating themselves to death in heat waves.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Oh my God,
Spring
you're
break,
telling the
baby.
truth. I thought you were just
Spring
making
break.
shit
So did I.
up. Click on that.
Somebody told me Black Guys Come has music in it. Have you heard that? Dude, I heard you and that guy, they were talking about, y'all were talking about horse sex and the, when I pulled up in the lobby, I was like, oh, okay, this is my kind of place today. Dude, I saw in New Orleans one time, they had a lot of the cops in the French Quarter on horseback.
Yeah.
And 2 of the horses started fucking with the, with the cops on them, bro.
Were the cops getting mad?
One of them was. We had this one guy, he used to give us maybe $4 or something.
And he'd to look in his ass, bro, and he'd walk about like 20 feet off and hold his ass open. As long as we looked, we got the money. So just shit like that, just bored people.
Partner? Did he have who made sure you looked? How could he?
Who made sure you got paid? That's what I want to know.
He gave the money first.
Okay, gotcha. Because that would be a shitty deal.
At a certain point, you were kind of grandfathered in. If he knew you were going to look, you kind of got the money up front.
Your grandfather did.
Dude, I remember when I was young, the first fella I even ever masturbated to was a buddy who had big tits like that. You know, I knew dude. I mean, you know, I grew up around some fucking real crazy poor white people. You know, the dude if they had a dude in our town, no arms, used to fucking fight everybody. You know that dude. You know what I'm saying? He'd get you in that lurch. He would catch you with between his chin and his chest. He would fucking snack you like a snake.
We were talking about this dude.
His boy Gert was his name. And he would just get you like that, bruh. And he'd choke you down.
He had no arms.
No arms at all. And he'd fight anybody, dude. And he would choke you.
So if you went to punch him, how would he block?
Oh, bro. He'd spin out of it. He'd spin, he'd duck, he'd dodge. The dude he just...
And would he catch your hand with his neck?
Huh?
Would he catch your hand?
He would just lurch at you. And, bro, the thing is, here was the...
Oh, you know what? If he hits you with that shoulder, you're going down.
Yeah, part of it. The big move was that choke. He would catch you like this.
Where would he catch you? Your hand?
In your neck. He would catch you neck to neck.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, once he got you neck to neck, Gert Yuva, the whole family was fucking...
He could choke you out.
Psychos, bro. Brother had sharpened half of his teeth on one side of his mouth, dude. These people would fuck you up. One of the kids was in a wheelchair, they never taught him to walk, I think. I don't even think he was crippled. They just never taught him to walk. And so the other brother would carry him on his back everywhere, like a backpack, dude. Okay, you just got to monitor what's going on. Because I didn't like to party. I just like to put myself in a crazy situation.
Fuck bro. Yeah, me too.
You know?
That's what I was thinking about the whole time you're saying that. I go,
yeah.
I don't miss the drugs. I miss the 6 o'clock on a diner or waking up and some girl gives you a Audi to drive home.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck just happened last night?
Yeah. Dude, I was in Louisville one time. I came out of a show. They had a big group in a limousine. They invited me to go to an after party with them, right? I was like, I'm only coming if my boy can come. And they're like, who's your boy? And I'm like, Cedric. They had a brother nearby, right, wearing this Louis Vuitton jacket, dude. Probably about 60% homeless, right? And they're like, that's your boy? And I hadn't even talked to this dude, right? I was like, yeah, that's my boy. And like, all right, he can come. So I fucking walk over to him, look him right in the eyes. And I was like, what's up, man? I'm Theo. He's like, Cedric. And I was like, all right, dude, I told these people you're my friend. You ever been in a limousine? He's like, nah. I was like, all right, come get in with us. Just act like you're my friend, right? We're going to a party. He's like, all right, man. So we go in the limo, bro. We're in there, hot chicks, dudes, people fucking. Little Cedric kept saying, we're friends. That's what he kept saying out loud, right? Kind of fucking not the best actor, bro. But did we get to this house party? It's a nice, cool fucking party, bro. I'm downstairs. I'm in the kitchen. Somebody's making us a drink. I'm talking to somebody. Fucking 6 minutes later, I hear somebody scream. I hear a window break, right? Somebody comes running down. They said some dude just stole like 4 purses out of the coat room upstairs and fucking jumped out a window.
That would have been me, Doug.
Silly Billy for really.
Dude, I remember when I was young, the first fella I even ever masturbated to was a buddy who had big tits like that.